Entering uniform. Ready.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Entering play call screen.
And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because he's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college.
Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Taylor wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll go to the ground. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Entering play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive,
you have 5
and they
options.
capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today.
Entering play call, option, RPs, taps, some drops, safe, coach, odd, you have 15 option, give cushion.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Give cushion.
That's not getting a thing done on first down. It's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You're giving up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in down. He goes again.
There are 6
The
categories.
Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Entering play call, formation, there are 8 categories, there are 17, wing offset, there are 17 categories.
So first down here as they go back to work.
MTMHB duo is selected.
Send the tight end in motion. Running behind that left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying. Because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So, nice job by this offense, keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Makes the grab. It's McFadden. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting running. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to barrel in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Texas 4-man.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the move. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4th. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Jet touch.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He now has 85 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
AHB power O. Sail Y shape. Quick slant. Jet. AHB leg. AHB power O.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Entering base model screen, new
The Wolverines
options.
will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Thanks to grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And cover 3 match.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Running back searching for a hole.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Entering play. Y off tricks. Y off.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely
Formations. Cover
They'll
1.
open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the move, it's flat. Gets it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Cover 9 Shoku. Cover 3 Sky. El Paso for man.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long.
Middle 3rd.
He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's flat. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Call. Coach suggests from odd cover from Nickel to temp TV blitz text free Texas 4-man.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away.
Trying to take it back. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They believe in a large 4-down territory, and they go for it on 4th and short from the 47. Trying to keep the drive alive. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
H shallow, empty and wide, HD base.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
Wing close, wing, slip, jet sweep, HB leg dive, HB Gotw.
You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short ball, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Finds a tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the 1st down. Or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spike didn't stop the clock.
Say, Sun drops, flats option, Sun drop, odd, you have tempted, cover 3 match.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
Yeah, and it's hit him.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And after the extra point, they cut the lead at half, down 14-7. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is
entering base model.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The give to the back.
Entering pot. Go. Call to now to see.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Entering play call.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Y off trick. Y off trick. Trips Y over.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll leave it with him. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. That